Well, good day, subscribers. I hope you guys are having a great day out there today. Yes, today we're going to talk a lot about Tesla stock. Is the worst now behind Tesla stock? A lot of people saw the big price move today, 8+%, and they're like, hey, is the worst now behind Tesla stock? So we're going to talk a lot about Tesla stock, but I have to play a clip for you guys. This is from a gentleman, a business legend named Steve Jobs, in relation to short sellers and the press, and start putting pieces together. Roll it.
What do we do about the press? I mean, the Wall Street Journal reporters get up in the morning, sell Apple short, and then go write stories about us. And it's clear that it's a perception versus reality problem.
Yeah.
They don't know shit about operating systems. They don't know anything about tools. They don't know what's going on in the future. They don't know that we're building icebergs, and you build them from the bottom up.
Sure. You know, I'm sure that a lot of you have had this experience where you're changing, you're growing as a person, and people tend to treat you like you were 18 months ago. And it's really frustrating sometimes when you're growing up and you're becoming more capable and you've solved, maybe you had some personality quirks you've kind of gotten over, whatever it may be, and people still treat you like you were a year to 18 months ago. It can be very frustrating. Well, it's the same with a company. It's the same with the press. The press is going to have a lag time. And the best thing that we can do about the press is to embrace them, do the best we can to educate them about the strategy, but to keep our eye on the prize, and that is turning out some great products, communicating directly with our customers as best we can, getting the community of people that are going to make this stuff successful like yourselves in the loop so you know everything, and just marching forward one foot in front of the other. And the press will take care of it. It's like the stock price. The press and the stock price will take care of themselves. By the end of this year, it's going to look quite different. And when you do, I'm like an old man now in this industry, and I've seen the ups and downs, and when you see enough of them, you know that's going to happen. So when you get up in the morning and the press is selling Apple short, go out and buy some shares. That's what I would do. That's what I have done.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that clip there. I thought it was really important to share that clip with you guys because that's a really old clip of Steve Jobs there, back when Apple, just a lot of negativity was constantly being put out there in the press around Apple, where they face a bankruptcy, they were done as a company, blah, 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 Steve Jobs, he can't pull this off, all those sorts of things, okay? And that's where Apple was at that particular time. And I think it's just important because whether you own Tesla stock or any stock in the future, just understand that sometimes there will be a disconnect between what your beliefs are and what the press's beliefs are, okay? And what an analyst's beliefs are and what a short seller's beliefs are, okay? I think it's just really important, especially when you're placing bets on one side or another, that sometimes you're going to be on a side that seems like everybody's against you, okay? It's just very important to understand that. So hope you guys really enjoy that clip. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, okay? So Tesla stock price today made a big upward move, about $14.63. I believe this was the best day for Tesla stock in all of 2019 so far. It was up over 8% today. The market had a great day, so market was up over 2% today. So basically Tesla stock pretty much quadrupled up what the stock market did in general, so it was a very positive day for Tesla stock. Now just to kind of recap, it's been an awful past few months for Tesla stock. I mean, pull up a 3-month chart on Tesla and it's just bad, okay? There's no other way to sugarcoat it. It's just an ugly chart. I mean, the stock was $280, $290 like 3 months ago, and obviously where we see where the stock is today, even after that big upward move. And a lot of people are wondering, is there something you would tell by like looking at a chart, like, oh man, yeah, this is like gonna be the last rough patch for Tesla stock, and now it's up and up and away. And the truth is, if you once again just look at a 3-month chart for Tesla, and you've seen times where the stock bounced back really big, okay? The end of March going into the beginning of April, look at what Tesla stock price did. I got it circled there in green. It was up and up and up, and then it just went down a straight line after that, okay? At the beginning of May, the first few days of May, it made a really nice big move, to the positive upside, and then ever since then, it's just been down, down, down and away, okay? So now today, we see obviously another big upward move. So you can't really like make any predictions on, oh, it made this move in the past, so it's not gonna make this move again, or oh, it did this in the past, so it's gonna, no, that's just a guessing game, okay? That's just a guessing game. So let's talk about what's actually coming over the next few months and what could actually move the stock price price huge, either positive or negative, okay? The first thing coming is in about a month from now, the production Q2 numbers and the Q2 delivery numbers will come out. That should come out in the first week of July. And that will be for the months of April, May, and June. And we'll get to see what the production numbers are and what the delivery numbers are. The delivery numbers I'm expecting to be super strong for this past quarter. We're gonna get to see what those numbers are, very important numbers. That's gonna move the Tesla stock price probably pretty big on that particular day. I mean, whatever day that news breaks, I mean, Tesla stock price is probably gonna move anywhere from 4% to maybe even 10% on that particular day. Positive or negative, we'll have to see. Obviously, there was that leaked email from what was supposed to be Elon Musk. We don't have 100% certainty that this was Elon Musk, but from a lot of what we've looked into, it looks like it probably was from Elon Musk. As of yesterday, we've had over 50,000 net new orders for this quarter. Based on current trends, we have a good chance of exceeding the record 90,700 deliveries of Q4 last year, making this the highest delivery/sales quarter in Tesla history. This, if it's a real email, is obviously very good news, especially considering obviously the Shanghai factory is getting built right now. And I think as far as if you're looking at this past quarter, as well as maybe even this upcoming quarter, I don't think, Chinese orders are going to be very strong, because I think a lot of folks are going to be waiting for that Shanghai factory to open, because they're going to be able to order these Teslas for $10,000, $20,000 cheaper than if they ordered today. So it's like, why not just wait an extra 3 to 6 months from now to go ahead and place your order and get your Tesla, and then at that point in time when Shanghai's up and running. So if they put up some huge numbers there and really blow people out of the water, like, that would be very surprising, and that would be obviously a catalyst to move the stock up huge, after that, because I think a lot of the longs that maybe be on the sideline would see numbers like that and they say, okay, we're ready to get back in this thing and we're going to jump on this. And I think at that point, a lot of shorts would say, you know what, let's go ahead and cover. Now, some shorts are literally going to, basically are in this to either, take it to zero, or in this to literally like pretty much bankrupt themselves, right? It depends, not all shorts will cover. Even if that number's phenomenal, a lot of the shorts still won't cover, okay? So the next thing after that is then the July earnings. Somewhere between July 24th and July 31st, the earnings should come out, those Q2 earnings. Now, a lot will already be understood about what the earnings numbers will be in relation to Tesla, and that's because they give out those production delivery numbers usually, several weeks before. So usually the earnings don't matter quite as much as other companies, but it's gonna be very important to still kind of look at those EPS numbers. Do they take another massive loss? Remember, a lot of the short thesis is that they're going to continue to take these massive losses and the company is going to somehow go bankrupt. Imagine if they don't take a loss, or imagine if the loss is really, really minuscule. All of a sudden, the short thesis is not as powerful, obviously, right? So if we look at what analysts are expecting here, they're expecting a loss of 44 cents a share. That's versus a loss of $3.06 a year ago. So assuming they just met the analyst numbers there for EPS, that would be a massive, massive improvement year over year, okay? But keep in mind, I think there's a decent probability they could potentially be profitable this quarter, okay? Now, I'm not 100% certain on that, but I'm looking at it. And with how strong I expect the deliveries numbers to be, and the fact that massive amounts of cars were produced last quarter but were not delivered, it hurt the numbers last quarter, made them look like they took this massive, massive loss. I expect that to clear up a lot in this quarter. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But needless to say, regardless, it's a huge improvement year over year. And then analysts are expecting about 55% revenue growth in this current quarter. Now, it's not just going to be important to, as far as what Tesla does as far as EPS numbers and revenue numbers for this past quarter, but guidance is going to be highly relevant for next quarter and kind of showing what type of demand there is or isn't here in the short term at least, okay? So if we look at next quarter, analysts do expect Tesla to make a profit, okay? This is looking at the September quarter now. Analysts are expecting them to make a profit of about 52 cents a share, but they are expecting revenue to be down just under 3%, okay? So that is something to think about there. I'm looking at, it's hard for me to predict what the next quarter, that's going to be a really difficult number to kind of look at there. And the reason being is you had the massive Model 3 ramp in that quarter last year. And then as we spoke about, I don't think we're going to have a ton of Chinese orders coming in because the Shanghai is getting so close now at this point that people are probably just holding back and saying, we'll get a Model 3 in like 3 or 6 months from now, okay? Now over the weekend, this news broke and a lot of people wanted to know my opinion on it, okay? This looks pretty interesting, all right? Tesla pickup truck to cost less than $50,000 and, quote, be better than an F-150, Elon Musk says, okay? Now, those are not official Tesla photos, just so you know about that truck, although I will say of the prototypes of the truck I've seen, that looks freaking sick, okay? I would honestly probably never buy a truck. I'm totally uninterested in trucks personally, but I gotta say, that specific prototype makes me want to buy a truck, okay? I hope Tesla comes out with something remotely close to that, because that looks freaking amazing, okay? Most of them I've seen, as far as like the you know, drawings people have done and whatnot, have been pretty lame in my personal opinion, okay? By the way, if you want me to do a video on like how big Tesla can be potentially in the truck market, let me know. I can certainly do that, where we actually break down numbers and we say, well, Ford selling this many, Chevy selling this many, how big is the truck market, what's the average selling prices? If you want me to do a video like that, let me know in the comment section. I can do like an in-depth like you know, video just on that subject alone, okay? Let me know, okay? If I don't see the demand for it, I'm not gonna do the video. But needless to say, it sounds like Elon Musk is very, very serious about the truck market. You make comments like that, which he made on a podcast, like, you know, better than an F-150, and he's talking about it's going to be faster than a Porsche 911, like a base model, you know, like Porsche 911. You make these type of comments, you're serious about the truck market. So we'll have to see. Like I thought, you know, Tesla in the truck market was like maybe, you know, just kind of like some other thing here on the side, like, you know, they're more of like a car and SUV company. But it sounds like Elon Musk has much bigger ambitions than a lot of us know. And a lot of people are looking at the truck market as the hardest market to break into the electric field. A lot of people are like, okay, yeah, we can break into like electric cars, okay? Doing a car is one thing. And SUVs, yeah, electric SUV. But getting somebody to trade in their F-150 for an electric truck, or trade in their Dodge Ram or their Chevy Silverado, or whatever for an electric truck, I don't know about that, okay? I don't know about that, cowboy. So that's the one that a lot of people are like, I'm not sure about. But it sounds like Elon Musk has huge ambitions in that market. So we'll have to see what comes. But once again, let me know if you want me to do an in-depth video on just like Tesla truck and how big that could potentially be. I can do that if you guys want, okay? So anyways, hope you guys enjoy this. Always make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Thank you for watching and have a great day.